I'm studying English honors with a minor in art history. When I graduated high school, I said, I don't want to have anything to do with that university thing, so I went into sort of slightly northern Alberta and worked as a camp cook. It affirmed, because I'd always thought, oh, maybe I'd like to be a chef, I like to cook. I worked for about 3 months and I said, hey, look, I want to apply to university now. I'd always thought that I'd only come for a year or two and then go to a bigger university like Victoria or somewhere else. And I really loved knowing the people, and that's what kept me here, was having that relationship and saying, actually, I don't want to go anywhere else because my academic family's here. It was because my mother worked on campus, and she said, Tristan, you should try getting involved. You know, you're sitting around doing nothing other than schoolwork, you should try getting involved. And so I said, yeah. And I started sitting on General Faculty's Council. I did that for 2 years, and then the second year I sort of upped the committees that I sat on to around 20, and then I said, well, I'm doing half of this job already, so I might as well just run, hopefully win, and then take on the position. We have to do a lot of travel and meeting with other student associations, and I just came back from Vancouver, and we had the Student Union Development Summit, and that was 70 other student leaders from 26 different institutions, and so meeting everyone and realizing how different every single university is, how different every single student body is, and how similar every single problem is at each institution. And I also just came back from Edmonton and actually meeting with Luke Hazik. There were moments where I was like, oh, maybe you do understand post-secondary more than we give you credit for. And he did say a couple of things where I'm like, if you were to say that into the media, everyone would be relieved. But it was really interesting to be in a room with all these bureaucrats, all these important people, and actually feel like they want to hear what you have to say. It was my idea to do this conference, and so I'm the convener, and Dr. Scott Murray from the Department of Humanities is my co-convener. The conference is called Understanding Atrocities, Remembering, Representing, and Teaching Genocide, and so it sort of focuses on the theme of genocide from those three specific areas and then across the world. So we're not just focusing on Rwanda, Cambodia, or the Holocaust. It's everything, and then it also taps into the idea that genocide affects everyone when it occurs and not just a specific group of people. It's everyone, and I think even going back to, say, the Rwanda genocide, it affected Canadians because Romeo Dallaire was the man who was there and said, hey, I think genocide's happening here, we should do something about it. So it affects more than just one specific group of people, and so bringing in students to look at this hopefully will be a learning opportunity for them. I think I'm going to appreciate every opportunity that was given to me, and I feel like a lot of the opportunities were given to me, and that's the nature of going to a smaller school, is that it's easier to be noticed for the work that you do by faculty, and they say, oh, I'm working on this, would you like to come help me? And so I feel like I'm going to be eternally grateful for that, and it's going to definitely lead to hopefully some long-lasting relationships that after I leave, I will continually owe my success to the people I've met here.